That's exciting.
Hold on. We're good.
Okay. Now we're ready?
The Merchant of Venice.
Day 1, Venice.
In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. Wearies me, you say it wearies you. How I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff 'tis made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn. And such a want-wit sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean there, where your merchant ships with portly sails like signors and rich burghers on the flood do overpeer the petty traffickers that curtsy to them, do them reverence as they fly by them with their woven wings.
Believe me, sir, had I such ventures forth, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad, and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures, out of doubt, would make me sad.
I should bethink me straight of dangerous rocks, which, touching but my gentle vessel's side, would scatter all her spices on the stream. Sure, such a thing bechanced would make me sad. But tell not me, I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise.
Believe me, no. I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one ship trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why, then you are in love.
Fine.
Not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad because you are not merry, and 'twere as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad. Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsmen, Gratiano and Lorenzo. Fare you well. We leave you now with better company.
I would have stayed till I had made you merry, if worthier friends had not prevented me.
Your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it your own ventures call on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart.
Good morrow, my good lords.
Good signors both, when shall we laugh? Say when.
We'll make our leisures to attend on yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet. I will not fail you.
You look not well, Signor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed.
I hold the world but as the world, Gratiano. A stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one.
Let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter let old wrinkles come. And let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire caught in alabaster? I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and 'tis my love that speaks. There are a sort of men, like standing ponds, who with a willful stillness entertain with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit, as who should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I open my lips, let no dog bark. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing. I'll tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bait, for this fool gudgeon, this opinion. Come, good Lorenzo, fare ye well a while. I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Well, we will leave you then, till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, for Gratiano never lets me speak.
Well, keep me company but 2 years more. Thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue.
Gratiano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search.
Well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of?
'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port than my faint means would grant continuance. Nor do I now make moan to be abridged from such a noble rate. But my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts, where in my time something too prodigal hath left me gauged. To you, Antonio, I owe the most, in money and in love. And from your love, I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, and to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stand as you yourself still do, within the eye of honor, be assured, my purse, my person, my extremest means lie all unlocked to your occasion.
In my school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight, the self-same way with more advised watch to find the other forth, and by adventuring both, I oft found both. I urge this Calvin proof because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth, that which I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow, that self-way which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring your latter hazard back again and thankfully rest debtor for the first.
You know me well, and herein spend but time to whine about my love with circumstance. Then do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed unto it. Therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left. She is fair, and fairer than that word of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. Her name is Portia. Nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter, Brutus Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth. For the 4 winds blow in from every coast renowned suitors, and her sunny locks hang on her temples like a golden fleece. And many Jasons come in quest of her. My Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them. I have a mind, presages me such thrift, that I should questionless be fortunate.
Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do to furnish thee to Belmont to fair Portia. Go presently inquire, and so will I where money is, and I no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake.
Meanwhile, in Belmont.
By my troth, Nerissa, my little body is a-weary of this great world.
You would be, sweet madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet, for aught I see, they are as sick that surfeit with too much as they that starve with nothing. It is no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated in the mean. Superfluity comes soon to white hairs, but moderation lives longer.
Good sentences, and well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches, and poor men's cottages, princes' palaces. It is a good priest that follows his own instructions. I can easier teach 20 what were good to be done than to be one of the 20 to follow mine own teaching. But this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh me, the word choose. I may neither choose who I would nor refuse who I dislike. So So is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. Is it not hard, Nerissa, that I cannot choose one nor refuse none?
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore, the lottery he hath devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who you shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors who have already come?
I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level at my affection.
First, there is the Neapolitan prince.
Aye, that's a colt indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that he can shoe him himself. I am much afeard the lady his mother played false with a smith.
Then there is the County Palatine.
He doth nothing but frown, as who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these 2.
How say you by le French lord, Monsieur Le Bon?
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. In sooth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why, he hath a horse better than the Neapolitans, and a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. He is every man in no man. If he would despise me, I would forgive him. For if he love me to madness, I shall never requite him.
How say you then to Falconbridge, the young Baron of England?
You know, I say nothing to him, for he understands not me nor I him. He hath neither Latin, French, nor Italian. He is a proper man's picture, but alas, who can converse with a dumb show?
How like you the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. When he is best, he is a little worse than a man, and when he is worst, he is a little better than a beast. I hope I shall make shift to go on without him.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will, if you refuse to accept him.
Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of Rhenish wine upon the wrong casket. For if the devil be within, and that temptation without, I know he will choose it. I will do anything, Nerissa, ere I will be married to a sponge.
You need not fear, lady, the having any of these lords. They have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their homes and to trouble you with no more suit. Unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's imposition, depending on the caskets.
If I live to be as old as Sibylla, I will die as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. I am glad this parcel of wooers are so reasonable, for there is not one among them but I dote on his very absence. And may God grant them a fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar, and a soldier who came hither in company of the Marquis of Montferrat?
Yes, yes. It was Bassanio, as I think so was he called.
True, madam. He, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the best deserving a fair lady.
I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. How now? What news?
The 4 strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a messenger come from a 5th, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince, his master, will be here tonight.
If I could bid the 5th welcome with so good heart and hearken to the other 4 farewell, I should be glad of his approach. If he have the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I had rather he should shrive me than wive me. Come, Nerissa, Sirrah, go before. Whilst we shut the gate upon one wooer, another knocks at the door.